What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN.Figures. Figures in your house. And for this tour review, we're going to look at the Cyberpunk 2077 McFarlane Toys action figure, Johnny Silverhands. And this figure looks so cool. You can see him inside his box with accessories that he comes with. And we get the name of the game right there in the bottom, including his name right there. McFarlane Toys right there in the top around this corner. And this side, we see the name of the game again. And this side, we see the name of the character. And again, we see McFarlane Toys right there. And the back side, we get some pictures of the characters, and again, we see the name of the game, Cyberpunk 2077, and McFarlane Toys right there. Alright, so there's really nothing in the bottom side or top side, so enough chatting, let's take him out. Here's the figure out of his box. Wow, check it out. McFarlane Toys had nailed this guy. He almost looks like he came out from the game, but tell you the truth, guys, I never played this game. It looks cool, but I never played it. But I do like these figures that McFarlane Toys made, and this guy came out very sick. I just like his robotic arm. Look at that great detail that he has, especially the accessory that this guy came with. Okay, so now let's get on with his accessories. And here are the accessories the figure comes with. I'm going to start with the stand first because there's not a lot to talk about. It only has the name of the game. You guys can see it. Cyberpunk 2077. Longer his name. Johnny Silverhands. And you can see that it's all yellow. And you can see the peg right there. And there's nothing around the backside. But I don't know why they add this stand to this guy. That this figure can stand all well. And he also comes with one changeable hand for his robotic arm. And this is the peace sign. And you can see that each finger has some detail, like the index finger and the pinky finger. And you can see the ring finger, the middle finger is attached together longer with the thumb right there. And it does have some detail right there in the front of his hand. And the color of this piece is not that bad. And you can see the robotic knuckles right there, looking so cool. And he also comes with this beer, I think. But this piece is very nice. I do like the shape, especially the color that it has around it. And you can see a little detail right there in the top. And the color right here in the tip is good. And you can see like it's see-through, that you can see my fingers right through it. And this is very good. And this is my favorite instrument of all. He comes with this pretty sick electric guitar that looks so cool. It has some sculpting right here in the tip and right here in the top with some detail, but not a lot in the middle, but it does has a little bit of silver color around it. In the front side, you see some pictures around it and more detail right there in the bottom, more sculpting, and there's not a lot in the back side, but I do like the black color. And he also comes with this, but I kind of forgot the name, but it does have some written on it, where the white letters are. And right there in each letter has this little piece of red right there. Well, it didn't came together. It only came separate, but I kind of attach it together to put it on around his neck. And as for me, guitars will be the #1 instruments of all. I just love guitars very much. Okay? So now, let's get back with the figure. And here's Johnny Silverhand again. And the body mold's design from this figure is not that bad. Also, a very nice job on the face sculpt that came out very well. And now I'm thinking, with that hairstyle and the face, he almost looks like Ozzy Osbourne, but except with the red shades and also his beard. But the beard came out very good. You can see the sculpting of his nose. You can see his lips. And I do like the red color they used for his shades. And you can see his eyes just a little bit on the inside. And also has a little bit of silver color around the lines. And some detail right there in the top of his forehead. But this has not a single wrinkles, but only his face right there. You guys can see it. The black color on his hair is not that bad, and you can see a little bit of sculpting all around it, like right here in the top and right here in the bottom. And I think this is his vest, and you can see a detail right there in the back with some little bit of plastic sculpted or rubber, however you want to say it, and with some written around it. The exact same written that he has on his guitar right there. And the front side of his body mode, you can see some more sculpting with some little bit of gray shady paints around it. The black color is not that bad, and you can see his badge right there with some little bit of red and some little bit of white and some blue on it. And you can see his necklace right there. And I do like the silver color they added on his necklace. And my brother used to have one with some written on it, but can't really remember what they said. It was a long time ago, but still I do like the sculpting on his vest. Looking so good. And you see more muscle sculpting right there in the top of his neck. And I forgot to show you that right there in his face has this detail right there, and more sculpting of his hair from the front side. And I used to have this type of belt that it almost looks like he has bullets, but these are not bullets. This is his belt with some kind of brown faded paints on it, but in the middle has some black color, and it does has some detail of his pants right there in the back and also in the front. I really miss having this belt. And you can see some detail right there in the middle. And his pants, well, the color of the pants is nice. It does have some little bit of wrinkles, like in the front and also in the back, with some lines on it. And more sculpting right there in the bottom of his pants with some black color on it. And you can see his rocker boots right there. You can see the heel in each one with some detail on it, with some silver color as well. And around his skin, like you see some little bit of faded paint around his skin arm, and with some detail written right there in his arm. And also, well, I don't know what he has here. I think this is his tattoo, or it's just or maybe it could be his wristband. I just don't know. Oh yeah, let me give you a good shot on his written detail right there on his arm. And you can see more tattoos on his top of his hand, like not in the top, well, yeah, in the top, but back. You see some of the black color, and also has some in the inside. And the hand came out very good because you can see the knuckles right there on his top of his hand. And you can see in the fingers has some rings on it, but except for the ring finger and also on the thumb. And well, I do like the one he has on the middle, because the middle one does has some good design right there. Like this one's bigger, and the one, the index and the pinky one are kind of small, but the color is great. Now let's talk about his robotic arm that looks so freaking awesome. Look at that good work that it has, this piece. Like right here has some black, not black, some red color all around it with some detail on it and sculpting around the robotic arm. I do like the color. Oh, never mind, it does have some black color right there with some detail and more red color right there. Man, this is so freaking awesome. And you can see his robotic fingers right there attached together, well, except for the thumb one, but the fingers on his robotic hand came out good. And you can see around the elbow they added some spikes. They're a little bit bendable, and they're not pointy, thank goodness they're not. And you can see that every time you move the arm, it also moves some type of wires right here in the back. You see, more sculpting around the back and also around here. Now let's talk about his articulation. You can move his head side to side, a complete rotation. He does looks down a little bit, but doesn't looks up, just straight. You can open his arms this much, has some butterfly joints, rotation on his arms in each one. We get some bicep swivel, double jointing on the elbow, and some wrist articulation like swivel and also pivot. But this one is different because it doesn't have no double jointed on the elbow. You can only bend it a little bit. It doesn't have no bited swivel, but it does have swivel right here in the piece of the arm. And also some wrist articulation and pivot. Okay, it doesn't have no torso articulation. Oh my gosh, almost forgot to show you around his shoulders, around the top of his vest. It does has a little bit of sculpting and some little bit of black color around the shoulders. It does have some waist articulation. You can open his legs this much. He can kick a lot from the front, but he can kick a lot from the back. We get some double jointed on the knee, some ankle articulation, and some little bit of articulation around his toes. And you can bend his waist back and forth. I did not knew that. Alright, who's ready for some comparison size time? But first, let's see how tall this figure stands. He stands just exactly 7.5 inches tall. Here he is with my DC Multiverse Cyborg, and you can see that Johnny's taller than Cyborg. And here he is with my NECA figure Dutch, and you can see that he's taller than him. Here he is with my favorite Marvel Solid Thanos. And there you have it, guys. Man, this figure is so freaking awesome. I really like his robotic arm. It has some very nice color. Oh, I didn't saw that. Like right there in his arm has this tattoo. It's cool. I forgot to show you that, guys. Sorry about that. And I really like the shades that he has on his face, and especially love that electric guitar. Like I said, guitars is the #1 instrument of all. I just love guitars very much. Okay, so that's all for today's review. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest, comment. But remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. And especially do not leave links of inappropriate website pages, because those type of comments and links are not allowed for this content. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos, like my toy reviews and my toy hunts. And please follow my Facebook page, CN.Figures, and follow me on Twitter, and also follow me on Instagram. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, be safe, keep on hunting, keep on collecting. I'll see you next time. This is CN.TSUKAIMA and Johnny, and we're out and line.